How's everyone doing? The world is chaos, of course, but how's everyone doing within the chaos? Times like these that you really need to seek comfort in your Hulk stress ball. That's my secret cap. I'm always stressed.
Flickering images.
This was in the version we watched the other day, but I still just love
is infinite.
the solemnity with which John Forsythe describes rapidly projected series of still images.
But the Deacon, maniacal leader of a group of evil
Kevin, you zoom in on the Deacon.
Smokers in the distance!
That should be the new meme. Let's show lots of different angles from lots of different shoots. Let's cut together every promotional shot of the seaplane that we had at that point. There's that surprise Deacon face again. To disguise the fact that this is a different stuntman. You know?
And with that delightful bit of Americana, we reluctantly drop our curtain.
At least it's not The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Should do
footage
it
that
ourselves.
I don't remember if we got in the 91
It's
version.
just as Carl Laemmle imagined it.
Is this just as Carl Laemmle imagined it?
Laughing, cheering.
It's just as Carl Laemmle imagined it. It's mostly 3D show.
It's even better than he ever dreamed. King Kong.
Okay, I'm only here for one reason, and it's to see if they still misspelled Bob Gurr's name. Various Warner Brothers movie worlds have had a Beetlejuice versus Gremlins ride or an Alf versus Gremlins ride, depending on which continent you're on.
The task of bringing the figure to life fell to an expert in audio animatronics,
All right.
Bob Gurr.
Computer allows us to have complete accuracy.
Yep, still spelled his name wrong. It's like, yeah, you're working for us now, but you started with the enemy, so...
An exact duplicate of the finished
and the caption spelling it wrong, that has to be Cow Missing's fault.
The other good thing about it is it helps.
The impact between the two vehicles should send us straight back to the Institute.
Back to the Institute.
For the first time in history, man comes face to face with dinosaurs.
We literally just saw a different ride where man comes face to face with dinosaurs, but also what I love about this bit is that John Forsythe is clearly filmed on blue screen because when they were making the original video, Jurassic Park was nowhere near complete yet, but they probably knew it was already in development and they were just like, let's just get this of you now and we'll figure out what we're doing with it later. Like, I have to imagine that's how it went down.
Universal remains today as it has always been.
Mostly
Pioneer.
work walls.
And that's the magic we do best.
Universal magic is definitely our thing and not any other parks. Groucho and Chili Willy together at last. I'm going to assume that all these people's names are also spelled wrong since Bob Gurr's name is spelled wrong. I almost called him Bob Gale, but Bob Gale is a different man who worked on this park and honestly looked like they could be related back then. Bob Gurr in this video kind of looks like Bob Gale now. Peter Lorre. I'm assuming they just misspelled Peter Lorre, and that legend of Hollywood worked on this special as well. Because we are about to look at that special's Floridian counterpart. I have not checked which year this Floridian version is from, but I don't know if they updated the Florida version of the video as many times as they updated the California version, but we're about to watch that over on Twitch.
You have not seen anything yet. Stand by.
I mean, literally true. We've not seen very much yet. Look at these aerial views of a park that doesn't need an escalator. A park on glorious flatland. A park with a fake Ghirardelli where you can't even buy chocolate. Just a Ghirardelli sign.
So that fans can share in the excitement and drama of the movies.
Take it from me,
Stephen,
a man with
together
zero
we will officially
charisma.
open Universal Studios Florida.
These little establishments became known as Nickelodeons.
We will have a studio with that name here forever.
Standing at the window, he watched as a Universal Piping Company wagon passes in the street below. And turning from the window, he announced, "Gentlemen, let's call ourselves Universal. For this merger
Let's steal
makes
our
us
name
the
from that
biggest
other
film
company."
They began as movies. But
It's a pretty
now they're part of the fun,
geocentric
thrill,
universalism.
and adventure. I'm John Forsythe. Let's take
Oh, now
a
you
closer
introduced
look.
yourself.
In the movie, 78 camera angles edited in rapid sequence were used to
78
portray the
cameras
attack
in
shot.
rapid
The
sequence.
camera
Hi, I'm Anthony Perkins. As you may recall, I played the role of Norman Bates in what became the most famous of all of Hitchcock's films. But
That's where I know you're from, Anthony Perkins.
there you have it, the twist ending.
We're both in drag. This is illegal in Florida now. It is so funny now that there was like a long time where there was major theme park real estate dedicated to just basically teaching people about shot, reverse shot.
For those of you who are watching the show in the year 2000, please write in at once and tell us what life is like. I'm quite curious.
Well, I'm in 2025, so I can't write in. That is a hell of a prosthetic nose, W.C. Fields. Why do they only have Groucho? Why no Chico and Harpo?
The shimmering Florida
I love the billboard of Angela Lansbury looking out over the Ghostbusters. So there was, at one point, 2 Dan Aykroyd characters in the same park. What, a song actually from Beetlejuice? That's not allowed. God, what an image we have here with these 2 reactions.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
The funniest joke of the 90s. A reference that always landed in the 90s.
The drama of the serials, those vanished open-ended cliffhangers, prove to us every week that good could triumph over evil.
Unless we're talking the Captain America serial, and then it just taught us that boredom can triumph over anything.
You know, I am so delighted that you've agreed to help out and become our executive producer.
A room full of executive producers.
I just hope.
I think there's something kind of sweet, like something kind of charming about the fact that the Murder, She Wrote attraction, they never did like an in-universe Murder, She Wrote attraction. It was just like, hello, I'm Angela Lansbury, and you work for me now. And since when do EPs have to volunteer to do Foley work?
I've just been slimed.
That Venkman looks like the embodiment of the Dave Coulier Venkman.
Create your own cartoons and a wonderful.
Why is George Jetson taking a picture of the Flintstones car? I have notes about the thematic integrity of this playland.
In 1902, the 16-minute film A Trip to the Moon was one of filmdom's earliest sensations, although its moon dwellers were created with cardboard.
We're moving into E.T.
The perennial wonder of the universe of worlds and civilizations
in 1902, A Trip to the Moon
was evoked in the enchanting E.T.
We have to draw the lineage from George Méliès to E.T.
It's among the 7
which is fair.
movies on the list.
And in fairness, Universal Florida
successful movies of
all in on
time.
George Méliès from what we saw from that.
Here. And now a personal close encounter with E.T. in his own wondrous world.
Close Encounter is a different Spielberg movie. They should have had Forsythe do the voice of Botanicus. Hello, angels. Your mission is to find E.T.
Even Earthbound exploration makes a quantum leap in time. In the 1990
Quantum Leap is a different Universal property about time travel. That was only greenlit because of this one.
Hasta la bye-bye.
I'm off to go back and change the musical so I get a song more worthy of my character. Dwayne Johnson? Spelled differently, but Dwayne D-U-A-N-E Johnson. Look, with their track record for spelling, it could be the same one. Look, the balance of power in the John Forsythe Universal videos is about to change forever. Why is this one from 96, but the music sounds so much more 80s than the one from 91? Okay, so the first one was Universal Studios Florida, The Magic of the Movies. This is Universal Studios Florida, Experience the Magic of the Movies. The Hanna-Barbera T23. Look at the way T23D, like in motion, you can. Hold on, let's do this in slow motion. Just the way they didn't still have the assets to do this whole thing, so they had to superimpose T23D over whatever was originally on this star. I already don't remember. And it's such a jostly superimposing, just T23D just shaking in there.
The third installment of this non-stop action adventure takes place at Universal Studios, Florida.
The third installment of Terminator is still called T2.
Can you imagine what the next 100 years of movie making will be like?
I can't imagine what the next 100 years of movie making will be like, John Forsythe. I simply can't. So I will be back in the future with more streamage, more silliness. That's what we got now. So until next time, this is Dave signing off.